In this module we will discuss about OpenStack instance. So instance is nothing but the virtual machine running on your OpenStack platform. So we'll be covering the topics like instance deployment and how you can launch an instance, what is Nova flavor, how you can have that. Then we'll see about the security groups, and also at the end of the module we'll see the updated lab build out diagram to see where these instances will be placed in the diagram. So to the instance deployment is nothing but is like when you are creating a new virtual machine on your OpenStack platform. So this is like first time here we will be seeing in the lab section also like how you can first launch a Red Hat instance on your OpenStack platform. So before you go and launch your instance, so you should check all the required services are configured or not. So here required services means like your security group policies, your security SSH keys, then have proper flavors and images, and also should have the hypervisors, or you can say like compute nodes added to the OpenStack platform. So all these things should be configured prior to launching a instance on your OpenStack platform. So when you go for a instance launch, so this is the diagram for your work method. So here what happens when the first time user logs in to that OpenStack platform, he authenticates with Keystone, and also Keystone checks that user authorization, whether he can have access to a particular project and what is his role, and then also whether he has any permission to launch a instance. So once all these things are checked and granted that permission, then that user selects an image from the glance, and here suppose he may have an image of Red Hat, he may have an image of Ubuntu, whatever. So whatever is suitable for his requirement, he goes and select that instance. So only that selecting that image for an instance is not enough, he also has to select a suitable flavor. So flavor is nothing but the template of hardware. So it consists of CPU, memory, disk, etc. So that defines like suppose how many virtual CPUs will be there, how much RAM will be there, and what all disk or size will be there. So that will be the combination inside your flavor. So once you select the flavor, you also have to select a network, suitable network for your instance to get attached, and also you need to attach a key pair and security group. So key pair will be used to access that instance via SSH. So this key pair is SSH authorization key, and the security groups are nothing but like combination of rules, whether you want to allow the SSH or RDP, or you want to allow that various services like HTTP, DNS, DHCP something. So those you will be defining in the security group. So that suitable security group also will be attaching to that instance. So once you are done with all these things, then you click on the instance launch. So it will launch the instance with all the pre-selected specifications. So here the Nova flavor. So Nova flavor is nothing but the template to define memory, virtual CPU, disk, network interfaces for an instance. So how it will be like, suppose you will be defining at least 2 virtual CPU and 4 GB of RAM, 2 disk with size of 10 GB each, and to have 2 network interfaces. Like this kind of specifications you will be mentioning in your Nova flavor. So next time when you go and launch an instance, you can select that Nova flavor and launch your instance with proper hardware configuration. And you should be keeping in mind like you should have at least one flavor available in your OpenStack platform before launching any instance, and this flavor should be proportionate to the available hardware. So suppose you have underlying hardware like where you have 40 GB of RAM available, and you are making a flavor of 400 GB RAM, so that will not work. So you should keep in mind that also. And there are various commands are available for flavors. So if you are working with the OpenStack CLI client, you need to use the command called OpenStack flavor create. So it creates the new flavor. So then if you do a OpenStack flavor list, it lists down all the existing flavors inside your OpenStack platform. And OpenStack flavor delete, so this deletes the unnecessary OpenStack flavors. Also you can do the same thing from the Horizon portal also, where you can go and select any flavor and delete them. So one thing you need to remember, if you don't want to use some flavors which maybe have more hardware or CPU and all, which is not required for your platform, you should go and delete those unnecessary flavors. Then next point is security groups. So security groups are nothing but the combination of security rules. So before you launch any instance, you should define the port and network that can access that instance. So this is like, suppose from which particular network range that instance will be accessible, then what all ports of that instance will be accessible. So these things you should define, and this definition will go inside your security groups. So it is the named collection of network access rules, and also it limits types of traffic that can access the instance. So suppose you don't want to allow HTTP traffic for your instance, you can go and block that in your security group policy, so that that instance will not be accessible over HTTP. And you can assign one or more security groups to an instance. So it's not like only one security group you can assign. If you have multiple security groups, of one security group is for SSH, one is for your HTTP and HTTPS, one is for suppose NFS and various file share protocols, you can assign all those three if you want. And security group typically associate to instance on boot. So when you are booting up that instance, it gets associated with the instances and apply the necessary rules. And one more good thing with the security groups is like you can add or remove the security groups from an instance if you need. You no need to shut down the instance and then do this. So you can do it on the runtime itself. So this is that updated lab build out. As you can see here, when you go and launch, suppose here think about we launch two instances, one is RHEL instance, one is Fedora instance. So when you do that instance launch, these instances will be running on either of your compute node, that's comp00 or comp01. So if you are suppose distributing these instances, you may see like comp00 is hosting the RHEL, whereas comp01, that compute node, is hosting the Fedora image.